Good morning everyone and welcome to Thursday. How are we all doing today? Yes, I do apologise there wasn't a vlog as such yesterday. Tuesday night into Wednesday we had such a real bad night with Ben. It was about half four in the morning for him went off to sleep. So we only had about 2-3 hours sleep. Just as well Wednesday's Stephen's day off, otherwise he went to work on no sleep. He's actually done that a few times better as well. I love to know how he really does it, to be honest with you. I know I certainly couldn't. So I'm still quite lucky I'm fair lazy at the moment, but back to work in September. So I'm looking forward to getting back to work. I was only there a couple of months and obviously this first lockdown happened and then was off, I went back to work then for a couple of weeks and stuff like that. So yeah, so I really enjoy doing work. I really enjoy doing it. I just like to get out of the house for a few hours and just be me. But I hope fingers crossed come September, back to work properly all the time. That's obviously nothing else changes. But anyway, yeah, so this morning kids went off to school absolutely fine. Ben's in that mischievous mood this morning where it's nice to see him actually, because you know he's actually doing, well, you shouldn't laugh at him, but it's nice to see him do that sort of mood, that makes sense. So, but anyway, so this morning I've got a nice big pile of washing to do. This is actually washed. I'm debating where to put it out. I'm like, looks a bit overcast. I don't think it's going to rain as such. I might stick out. If it dries, it dries. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I'm also waiting for Argos to come as well. There's all the whole new suitcases, because obviously we want to take Ben's clothes when we go to Minehead. But unfortunately the boot space, like I said before, isn't that big. But Stephen reckons if we pick 2 large cases and 1 small case, we should fit it all in, which is great, rather than taking little ones. So I've ordered that. Should be here sometime this afternoon. It was great. I only ordered about 10 minutes ago and it's all kept delivered this afternoon. I said, yeah, jumped at the chance. And I also ordered a new smaller suitcase as well, because again the handle broke. We don't know whether it broke when Stephen was trying to put it in the car or not, but it's an old one anyway. I think it's one of the very first suitcases we had, so it's done its test of time. But anyway, yeah, because I'm going to make myself a cup of tea now before I start on doing some work. So just upstairs now, we just stripped. I'm just remaking the boys' beds now, aren't we? I always like to, if I don't do it once a week, I always like once a fortnight, I like to make sure we have clean sheets on, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know, everybody else seems the same. How, I think it's nothing like this when you get into bed with fresh clean sheets on, you know what I mean?
Dude, I know some people who change their sheets every day.
I know. I suppose it's under hygiene reasons and things as well, but once a week or once a fortnight is enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because how often are you supposed to change the sheets, you know what I mean? There's never been a rule or nothing like that, has there, you know?
Mm.
So, the pillowcase and the duvet don't match.
Well, I can't find it, so...
You can't find, oh well.
Mm.
So, anyway, you can see...
Everything else in here I can't find.
I know, needs a good old tidy airing cupboard does and things like that, doesn't it? So, I was saying, but Ben's wallpaper, I can't believe he's had this wallpaper here for a while.
Yeah, but it's still alright though.
It's still alright actually, you did a good job with Ben's room. Please note that, because the way it is, this is still suitable for Ben anyway, isn't it?
Mm.
The only thing we need to do, obviously, in the future is just change this carpet over, but we can do, like I said, we're going to do our room, the living room, the hall, stairs.
Our room's way overdue.
And landing first, aren't we? Then we said what we'll do is, because where we're getting it from, they said that's a regular one. So we said in the future, so next couple of months after we've done ours, we'll do this one, then we'll do Sammy's room, won't we?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you know what, we might have to do Sammy's room same time we do the hall, stairs and landing and stuff, because Sammy's room's only small. If I remember rightly, last time when we done this, Sammy's room was an offcut, wasn't it? So you might be able to do that. So let's let Stephen do that. That's the problem, isn't it? We have to make double try and get into it. Huh?
This is where I act like a ghost.
You act like a ghost. Yeah. You act like a ghost, don't you? So.
In I go.
In you go then. Go and do that. Now I'm going to do Simon's room for him, alright?
Mm.
So, oh, you remember him? That Mr. Roly Mo. Would you believe this Roly Mo is as old as what Ben is, isn't he?
Yep.
And does he still work? I wonder. I don't think he does he? But he's, bless him. Does he still work? Mm. Bless him. You can see he's been benefited a few times, but again, how do you put teddies in the wash? You know what I mean? Especially with this one, because that one talks. You put it in the wash, it might damage him.
I wouldn't even dare turn it on because you might get copyright strike.
Oh yeah, because he plays, doesn't he? The Roly.
YouTube gives you copyright strike or anything.
I know. He plays the Roly Mo theme tune, doesn't he?
You know, I wish they would do something where you pay a certain amount of money a month and you can use as much music as you like.
I know, like we pay for Epidemic Sound. You mean like say we pay?
Why don't all these artists sign up to like a subscription service where like creators can use their music for a certain amount of months?
So I could then do. We could do things like Westlife or Take That or something like that. You mean? It's a good idea actually.
Why should these songs lay dormant
Exactly.
Can be used.
Because suppose in that way, I suppose they're still getting the cut, aren't they? Sort of thing. You know what I mean?
The music companies will get a cut, and then the artist gets a cut.
I suppose it's worth an idea, actually, isn't it?
No one, they won't do that.
They won't do that, will they? So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to do sandwich room for him. All right.
Yeah.
We just put the Hoover up as well. We're going to get the Hoover good old clean. As you can see, don't want Sammy does to his room. You know what I mean? It's absolutely disgusting here. Typical teenager. He does give him credit though. He does tidy it up a few times. So not as if he doesn't do it all the time. So he made his bed the other week. He actually tried to help. Bless him. He was fine doing the sheet. Putting the sheet on, putting his pillowcase on, but he did actually struggle putting the duvet in. So he did. He did try. So let's go and do his room for him. Deliveries just turned up, but look how dirty that box is. You know what I mean? You can tell that's been stored somewhere, can't you? It is horrible why they've left it like this. But then again, it's only a box, isn't it? It's gonna come out of the box anyway. Make sure I just wash my hands afterwards thoroughly. But then when I try to order it online, home delivery, so there's out of stock, even from the store. So it's obviously maybe it's come in like that from somewhere. You know what I mean? Obviously, because it's got my large. It's a large case in there. It's probably come from China. So you've got one of them. And then also got like a little two ones there. Believe it or not, I only wanted one case. But it was cheaper to order them as a pack when it was single. It doesn't make sense, does it really? So with these breakfast for holiday, I'm going to unbox them now. And I hope, fingers crossed, they should be big enough, because again, when you're ordering online, it can be quite deceptive, can't it? So we hope, fingers crossed, they should be fine for us. The packaging like Amazon do they?
Not being nasty, you shouldn't really have suitcases in boxes like that. Normally you just buy them just without all that extra rubbish.
You do lovely, don't you?
Going to see the beach here, and it's glorious. It really is.
Someone actually gets the dirty box on the floor.
Very nice.
Not me.
Anyway, so I'm going to get back in the car.
We'll have to do it that way. We'll do it that way.
Making our way down towards Bessie's Hill.
This is loads for you, guys. And
I
think it's only a suitcase.
been chilling here for about 20 minutes, just taking in all the scenery.
Got it out of the box.
Peaceful. It's nice
We're
to have
silly,
a
because
gorgeous
I'm afraid to
beach
get rid of the
like
box
this
now.
and not have it packed full of people. Like, yeah, it's peaceful. Of course.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Look at the box.
Well, anyway, time to get back in the car then now.
There you go.
Bit of a drive now, about 38 miles.
So the other one upstairs.
That's through our next destination.
It's like the upstairs there.
Yeah.
That's fine. That should be big enough. Actually, I think that might be slightly a bit bigger. I mean, that's fine, though, isn't it? You just open these ones as well.
So yeah, that is the plan. So yeah,
It should be a smaller and a medium in this one. So hopefully the idea is take that one when we've got our home now, when we've got upstairs now, and then hopefully that should be nothing, shouldn't it? To get away. Again, it's fun in the box. Give it credit that I saw you ordered them this morning, you know what I mean? They are good for some things. That's quite good. They've got things on it.
So after about a mile,
Shall we?
I've arrived here now in the little village of Betty Hill. Just parked up over at the Tourist Information Centre over there. Really nice and handy actually, just nip in there if you need to get any maps or information.
I never know put them in boxes. I don't understand why they just couldn't bring them in. You know what I mean?
During that drive.
Look, they don't look too bad though, actually.
Like I said back in yesterday's video, it's all about kind of building up with the scenery. That's why I went anti-clockwise around the route instead of clockwise. Because the scenery just keeps getting better and better. Really secluded down here.
That's the medium one, is it? That's not too bad for the medium one, is it?
And also, you may have just seen in the bushes there, couple of miles back, it's going to.
I take it the small one must be inside.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of that coming up over the next couple of days.
Let's have a look. Yeah, the small ones.
Down the NC 500. Just wanted to point out as well about fuel. So I feel
yeah, that is a tiny one. That's tiny. That's the one we got upstairs.
I think because you're going down lots of different dips and you're not really using it as much fuel. So yeah, that's a really good thing. The good thing is though throughout there is petrol stations. It's not loads. I'd recommend
right though, aren't they?
a map of petrol
Should be
stations.
fine. It's something you can actually use them for luggage. Plain luggage. Take them with you. They should be fine.
Over here and just some really nice
They're quite deep. You can see the boys are home from school, Ben's just tucking into his snacks. Tell you what, he's come home from school so thirsty. That's about his 4th or 5th one of those he's had in the last 10-15 minutes. So I don't know if he hasn't had much to drink at school, I do not know. Because obviously he won't drink plain water. Obviously they're sending juice and things, and so if they run out of juice, why not they just tell us and then we can send some more in. But he seems to be tucking into them alright. He's had an okay day as well, more settled than yesterday. I think because obviously yesterday he was just so tired because he didn't sleep. And you, Ben, just think you can get outside in trampoline, the weather's nice. And not only that, not long now to finish school, is it? For the summer holidays. And then we can go back to the seaside, can't we? Yeah, we can go back to the seaside, go back to Butlins, see Billy and Bonnie Bear. You like Billy and Bonnie Bear, don't you? And see the Skyline Gang, yeah. And go to Splash Water World. And that big pool. You like the pool at Splash Water World, don't you? You just sit in there for hours. And one thing I do like about Splash Water World, again, it's got about 6 or 7 different pools. Well, what Skegness has, not too quite sure that mine had. But not only that, they go swap Sammy. Didn't tell you, did I? Butlins has said some of the restrictions have been lifted now, so you can go and see as many Skyline Gang shows as you want to.
Yay!
Yeah, and also Splash Water World, you can just come and go as you please as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say there's a new Skyline Gang show there, isn't there?
Yes.
What's it called?
Goes pop.
What? Skyline Goes Pop.
Skyline Gang goes pop.
Oh, Skyline
Gang.
Gang. Okay, so, and also don't forget, we've got the Little Mermaid Panto. We can go see that. The Pantos are always good, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Circus.
Yes.
So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get things we want to go see at Butlins, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, how was school for you?
Very good.
What have you done at school today?
Loads of things.
Like what?
Like, I've done language, BBC, road safety, and a film.
And then what film did you see?
A new film I watched.
What was that? Do you remember what it's called? What was it called?
I don't know.
You don't know, okay. And so that brings Thursday's vlog to a close, and it's been quite a productive day actually, to be honest. If you managed to get most of my washing washed and dried, again, I've also we sorted out all the clothes as well, sorted out all the socks. Again, I've still got the odd pairs of socks, like I said, I'd love to know where they'll go through, to be honest with you. I'm so going to give it one more try because I've got a whole load of socks I've just washed as well. So again, when we bring them back up again, if there's no pairs, they can go straight in the bin as well. So yeah, and also, like I said, the weather's hasn't been too bad actually. It's been quite muggy though. It feels quite warm in here at the minute. I've got all the new suitcases for Butlins and things like that, so that should be pretty good. I know Sam's looking forward to Butlins, like his feet up. Yeah, bless him, keeps watching Butlins vlogs. So yeah, obviously it's bath night for the boys now. Stephen's just given Ben a shower now. It's just easy to give Ben a shower, to be honest, if you're rather it is a bath. He does like a bath, but I do have to admit he does actually struggle, not actually to sit in, but obviously to get up and things like that, and obviously for his own safety and also for our backs as well. It's just convenient for that. Anyway guys, I just want to say thanks for watching today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and then we'll see you tomorrow at 5 PM. Bye everyone.
Where are you going?